Hey, welcome to the John A. McCabe Show, where it's all about accelerating your authority in your business or your field of expertise. And we do that by helping entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, speakers get seen, get heard, get noticed on any device, anywhere, anytime, in as little as 15 hours, also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. My guest today is a returning guest and a coaching client. Now, if you recall, Wendy Zelmer was on a Hot Seat Coaching Thursday talking about pre-launching her book this month and having it available before Christmas. Now, I've given Wendy lots of advice on the show as well as assistance off the show, and today she's back to discuss her progress and see what she needs to do next. Now, if you recall, Wendy's a close friend of mine who I've known since 2009 when we were doing some real estate investing courses together. We've stayed in touch since then and been friends ever since, actually. Now, she's a certified RMT specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means that she helps people eliminate pain fast. Now, she's created a very specific light therapy prescription for adrenal healing, inflammation elimination, skin healing, pain reduction, and nerve damage repair. All 5 prescriptions are in a medical home light therapy unit that she rents to clients and also sells it across Canada, US, and Europe. Now, she's working on launching her book, which will help establish her as the authority in the field of inflammation and pain relief. Now, the strategy for Wendy is to launch her book, get local and national recognition, all to drive people to her website, where she'll offer the home light therapy unit as a solution to aid the people in reducing and eliminating inflammation in their body and eliminating their pain. Now, when she was on the show last time, we discussed her title, subtitle, picking categories on Amazon, her website, the Amazon author page, as well as the book launch page. Now, since then, Wendy has stayed in constant communication with me, and she's has contracted my team to help her with various aspects of getting her book ready for launch. Now, we've been busy building the framework for our e-commerce site, just waiting to receive content from Wendy to upload to the site. We've also been busy just mocking up some samples of book covers, coming up with the title, the subtitle, as well as doing the research on Amazon for what category that she's going to place her book in. I've also been busy helping Wendy craft the right message and copy for the website to ensure that she's speaking to her ideal target market and that the message is one that will resonate with them as they read through her site and watch the videos on her website. So please stay with me, because when I return, I'm going to be joined by today's guest, Wendy Zelmer, for an update on her progress. So I'll be right back. Hey, welcome to the Johnny McCabe Show. Again, my guest today is returning for another coaching session on the hot seat so we can get an update on her progress since the last time she was here last week and see what she's executed on. Now, if you recall, Wendy's looking to launch her book soon, this month actually, to bring awareness to something many people around the world suffer from, inflammation. Now, Wendy wants to position herself as the authority in the marketplace, as the person who is shining a light on the problem and helping people get back to living an active and pain-free life again. Now, if you recall, Wendy Zelmer is a certified RMT and certified laser therapist specializing in eliminating inflammation in the body, which really means that she helps people eliminate pain fast. Now, she's created a very specific light therapy prescription for adrenal healing, inflammation elimination, skin healing, pain reduction, and nerve damage repair. Now, all 5 prescriptions are in a medical home light therapy unit that she rents to clients and also sells across Canada, US, and Europe. So please give it up with with some likes, loves, shares. Share this video, a flurry of thumbs up, heart icons going across the screen for my guest today, Wendy Zelmer. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, John.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
A little flustered today. I'm not sure what's going on. And got off to a rough start there at the beginning of the beginning of the show, but I'll recover eventually.
Yeah,
I hope so.
And
by the end of it, I'll just recover.
And you're new at this too.
Yeah, it's only the 28th episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus 10 practice episodes, so 38 episodes in, I'm still new.
Yeah, I think that you're doing a great job.
Oh, so do I.
It's not like you're Anderson Cooper that's been at this for 50 years, or 30 years. I don't know.
50 years, that's some pretty old. He's got some gray hair, but I don't think he's that old.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, so I trust you had a busy week.
Yes, I have.
Working on the implementing a lot of the stuff that we talked about last week.
Yes.
So, Wendy, just in case people on the show don't really know who you are or where you came from or what your story is, or they haven't watched, heaven forbid they haven't watched the last 2 times you've been on this show, you're like the most regular of the regulars. Why don't you just share everybody your origin story, how you get into doing what you're doing, and just so people have a sort of a base knowledge or a foundation as to what we're going to talk about.
For sure. I grew up in a holistic home. In 1991, I went to massage therapy. Well, in 1991, I graduated from Grant MacEwan from the massage therapy program. I was a practitioner for many years. After a while, I started feeling a little bit discouraged about how I was able to help my clients. I wasn't being able to eliminate their pain or help them as rapidly as I wanted to. And I also started studying inflammation 20 years ago. What I realized is that where there's pain, there's inflammation. And even though I love massage and I think it's a very important therapy to get done, what it doesn't do is eliminate inflammation rapidly. I started off with food education because definitely the food that you eat has a huge impact on the amount of inflammation you have and your ability to eliminate the inflammation from your body. And that, even though food is very effective, it is not very fast. So a person would have to eat really clean for approximately 2 months to be able to eliminate all the pain they have in their body that's associated with inflammation.
Okay.
I came across 5 years ago, I came across light therapy. I used a home light therapy unit 5 days in a row. On the 6th day, I woke up and I felt better than I'd felt in approximately 15 years. And because I've been in health and wellness my whole life, it really made me stop because nothing I've ever used has had that kind of impact on me. I went to a 2-day course, then I rented a home light therapy unit. I did experiments for an entire week on my family just to see, is somebody else going to get the same benefit, the same results that I received from it, or was this a one-time thing? Every person that I did this experiment on for 7 days had incredible results.
Okay.
So then I got into the commercial units. I bought a couple commercial lasers, and what I realized treating my clients with a commercial laser is that the results were not sustainable. Because with laser and light therapy, if you want to be feeling good, especially anything chronic that you've had for a long time, laser and light could fix it, but you want to heal your body, you want to repair your body.
Right.
And so what I realized is that people needed something at home to be able to maintain the results longer, but also to reduce the really expensive office visits. And I found a company in Toronto that makes the home light unit. I started offering the home light therapy unit to clients to rent and also to buy, and it's just completely changed how I'm treating people. It's completely changed the quality of so many people's lives, and that's the story.
That's your story?
Yeah, and also too, I have been treating people in the clinic with laser, 2 different types of lasers for the last 5 years, and because of that, I'm able to treat people more effectively with the home unit, give recommendations. It's so easy because I know what it's like to work on the people, how they respond in the clinic. So I give people the exact instructions on how to use the home unit at home, and it's like magic.
Excellent. Now, Wendy, so how have you been finding it working on the book project at the same time as you're working on your business and your regular life? So talk to us a little bit about what's going on for the last week.
Okay. The last week, I have to say, I have found it quite stressful because I just feel like there's so much going on, and I have put this timeline on my project, and I've been feeling stressed. Yesterday...
Are you using the light therapy unit to de-stress yourself?
Well, the last couple days I haven't been, but I am dedicating tonight to a great treatment.
Okay.
And yeah, it feels overwhelming. And just yesterday I was thinking, I can see why, even though a lot of people want to write a book And a lot of people have great books inside of them. I thought, I can see why people don't do it, because it's overwhelming. There's so many pieces to the puzzle, and it just is, it's overwhelming. I did get some great advice yesterday, and from my friend Don. Thanks, Don. He said you should remove the artificial timeline, and that can reduce some of your stress. And I thought, okay, that's a great idea. I do want to remove the artificial timeline, because it's not like it's not like the world will end if I don't launch in a week or two.
Right.
But also I do believe in having dates and timelines to live up to.
Right.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but putting it off.
Yeah, so realistically, you want to determine what the tasks are.
Yes.
And apply goals or times to those specific tasks as to when you're going to actually have them accomplished.
Yeah,
and
that's important.
I'm going to get into a little bit later on what specific tasks are left or need to be done for the pre-launch.
Great.
And then what tasks you need to focus on after the pre-launch up until the book is launched. So what it is you need to focus on. So by breaking down these tasks, then assigning a very specific goal date to each task will sort of eliminate the amount of stress that you have.
Yes.
Because you should only be focusing on one thing at a time, not trying to do 10 different things all at once.
Exactly. And when I'm looking at the project, I'm looking at everything.
Yes.
I'm thinking, I'm just looking at the end thinking, how am I going to get all of this done? Again, kind of that example of if you're looking at, is eating an elephant an inappropriate example, but yeah.
So you just want to do it one bite at a time.
That's right. And I'd never eat an elephant. But
So what's been your biggest challenge so far working on the book? Out of all the things that you have been working on, so far, what's been your biggest challenge?
Well, my biggest challenge would be writing of the content. I have to have proper content for my website, and just writing the content has been my biggest challenge.
Okay. So I believe that we rectified that for the content for your book.
Yes. Yeah, you gave me some great advice.
So what we're doing with Wendy's book is actually she's going to be interviewing a lot of her past clients.
Yes.
People that have had tremendous success
Yes.
from the light therapy unit. So there's a very specific testimonial prescription.
Yeah.
I guess prescription or format of prescription. Talking about your light therapy unit. There's a very specific testimonial format that we use that we received from one of my coaches, Mike Koenigs, and it really takes somebody through a journey. So it puts the reader or the listener into that person's shoes, and it feels like they're basically living their life. So they understand what their life was like prior to meeting Wendy. So in this particular situation, the pain that they're in, the chronic pain, or the injuries that they've had, and the challenges in life that they've struggled with, and then coming across Wendy and their light therapy unit, and then using the prescription and the time frame that they did it, and then how their life has changed. So Wendy shared one or two of these with me, and each one is approximately half hour, 45 minutes long?
They're about 45 minutes long. Yeah.
Right. So what Wendy's doing is she's lined up interviews for all of her, not all of her past clients, but a lot of her success stories that have agreed to actually get interviewed through audio.
Yeah, the clients that have had the biggest impact using the home light therapy unit, they're so excited to tell their story.
So after she gets the audio, the MP3, then she's going to send that to an outsourcer and get them transcribed.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is each one of those will actually become a chapter. And so the writing portion is very minimized. It's just the intro to the chapter, and then sort of the outro at the end of the chapter, which is a sort of a call to action for more information or to listen to this person's actual story. Go here, which takes them to Wendy's website. So the actual writing of the content is sort of minimized.
Yes, and I'll say that was a very helpful tip, because I was thinking, well, how am I going to tell these people stories? Because each story has so many different details and so much emotion linked to it, and nobody can tell their own story better than them. And so, yeah, why not just use their words and put it in the book, and then it's the most accurate also.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's one of the quickest, easiest ways to write a book, especially a book about, we're talking about healing somebody's body.
Yes,
So,
definitely. And the changes it made in their life.
When Wendy first brought this project to me, a lot of the stuff that she was talking about she was talking about the machine and the specs of the machine, and it's like, nobody cares about that machine. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, it was just so techie. Has this many joules of light energy, and this is the power density.
Oh my God.
The frequency.
You wouldn't even get past the first paragraph and people would throw that book away. So
it was boring even writing that, right?
So what people want to know is they want to hear about how it affects other people, how it's helped other people. So they want to hear other people's stories. You will actually sell more light therapy units by people just telling their stories. So one story after another, and the stories in the book, it's very important for people watching or listening to understand that each story, basically you hand selected these people because they all had very different ailments. So you're basically focusing, each chapter you're focusing on a different ailment that the person has. So if there's 10 chapters, there's 10 different ways that this light therapy unit can help somebody.
Yes, there's 11 chapters, and I did handpick the people. I handpicked the superstar users because there's so many people who have invested in the home light therapy unit, and really, here's the home light therapy unit, and then here's the superstar user.
Right.
And you put those two together, and that's when you have magic. And those are the stories that I want, because I tell everybody before investing in the unit, that in the home unit, that it's what you put into it that's going to have an impact on what you get out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And these individuals each had a different ailment. So
of course
somebody
they did,
had,
definitely.
Could you just list off maybe 4 or 5 of the different ailments?
Osteoarthritis, sinus pain, ruptured hernia, sciatic pain, inflammation, adrenal fatigue. I have one client who used hers for beauty. So instead of getting the Botox injections, she just uses her home light therapy unit now, and that stimulates enough collagen in her skin to keep her skin exactly how she likes it.
So throughout the book, what you're going to get is actually multiple ways that this system can actually be used to help you with whatever your ailments are, or even beautification regimes, or there was some skin stuff as well, not just that
That's
type
right.
of skin, but
so when
burns or whatever?
When you burn your skin, how you can use the home unit to repair your skin. Because people are always asking me, what are all the different ways that I can use the home unit? Well, here they all are in one book.
Yeah, so what you're doing is you're actually, the reader is going to understand or read, be able to understand exactly all the different uses in the book through real life stories.
Absolutely.
And it's those stories with emotion, and that's really going to draw the reader in.
Yeah.
And of course, every chapter is going to have a call to action, and we're going to get them to potentially, by the end of the book, we want the readers to understand that if they want similar results, they're going to see themselves in one of these real life stories.
Absolutely.
So they're going to want to reach out to actually go to the website and hopefully buy a home light therapy unit. That's the goal.
Well, the goal is to show people, hey, there is an answer to fix the problem that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the answer is the home light therapy unit.
There you go.
Yeah.